This has to be the most biased pick ever.
I hate it here.
I mean, they just got their ass handed to them.
I think I'm chasing the value on this game.
I like my takes on how I like my woman. Hot and questionable.
I'm way better than Tyler.
What are you doing, Lewis?
I'm laying the points.
NFL. God damn it. Oh.
I wish I was recording that whole time. It was no
You getting me riled up.
That was a great Picano rant.
I don't think, like, if you go to the Pac-12 again, Halo, you get 1 year. You're a freshman corner in 2 years. All right, not next year. 2 years from now, who the fuck like bums are gonna be there? Because USC.
It doesn't matter, Alec. There's a
UCLA is
transfer portal.
leaving.
Guess what? And then you get drafted, and then you're gonna get fucking cooked in the NFL, and then you're
That's
gonna be
fine though, but you get a
not gonna be
bag
heard of
because you
for
balled out
days.
on bums. You balled
It's
out on
fine.
bums.
Go to
fine.
Alabama and
You
go
got
to Georgia.
NILs.
Period.
You got
Go
NIL.
to
Why would
Alabama
you
and go to Georgia.
no.
It's not about the NIL. It's about the NFL. And you know what Dion says? He's gonna
You're gonna
get
get
you there.
NIL at Colorado too. Now that
Like-
Dion's there, they're gonna get fucking.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
my
you
fault.
know,
My fault, Picano. No cornerbacks from Alabama have ever made it to the NFL.
Can't name one. Can't name
My
one.
fault.
Name one. Name one
number-
corner.
Pretty
Name
much
one
the
corner.
number one cornerback in football.
Who?
Surtain. He never
Pat
went.
He's a
Surtain.
bum. He's a
Never
bum.
went out.
Never heard of him.
it's not about the NIL. It's about the
He's not Jeff
NFL.
Okuda, the stud of Ohio State.
All right, let's get the show fucking cranking.
All right,
We
yeah.
don't go from the Yogo to the Benz back to the Yogo. You know who said that? Dion.
No one even
Fair
knows
enough.
what that means.
Yeah. Where's the
I don't even know what
Yogo?
that means.
Yogard.
What is that?
I'm pretty sure it's like a fashion brand.
Why would you go from Yogard to a Benz though?
Because the Benz is better than the Yogard.
But the Benz is a car, is it not? It's not like I would assume the Yogard is like a car.
I didn't say it.
Benz is
Dion
a
did.
car. All right, I gotta Google this real quick. Welcome back to Laying the Points, ladies and gentlemen. Spirited conversation about how bad Colorado is going to be with Dion.
I will be in attendance September 30th versus USC. I'll have a first-hand look
In Colorado, at Boulder, or
at Boulder.
Oh,
At
all right.
Boulder.
They'll be getting rowdy as they lose by like 50. It'll be nice. But yeah, obviously no college football this week. That shit's been over for a hot minute now. But we got more playoff football. We love playoff football. 4 games. Unfortunate. I missed the super wild card, although everybody was right in the fact that that fucking god awful Bucks Cowboys game should have just been slapped in at like 1 o'clock on Saturday, so nobody had to watch it. Because
I thought it was a great game.
That was awful. It was terrible.
It was a bad game to watch.
It was awful.
I mean, for
It was
you
a good
guys.
game because you're a Cowboys jerk off, and we're like, oh my god, Tom Brady, he's fucking garbage. Oh, but yeah, no, they were. That was awful. I hate that. That's why I didn't take the Bucks with the points in the Picano lay. Picano lay hit again. Shout out. Was scary for a little bit, but it was all right. I went 4-4 last week, including the Picano lay. How'd you guys do? Tyler, how did you do specifically?
Well, I specifically said to play all my picks as a parlay. Did I not? So I went.
Yeah.
Did it hit?
I went 0 for 1.
There you go. Good job. Good job. Just curious. Out of your picks, like, even though you parlayed them, obviously,
Yeah.
like how did those 6 picks do?
Well, it doesn't really matter because once one lost, the parlay was over.
Right.
Did they all lose?
you didn't happen to go over 6, did you, Tyler?
Yeah, I went 0 for 6.
Oh god,
That's
that's
unfortunate.
fucking great. Oh my god.
Lou Picano, how'd you guys do?
I had one
three-
loss.
3-3.
3-3. Hey, breaking even's a talent, Lou.
How'd you do, Alec?
I went 4-4. I had I don't remember. I think I had C locks.
But I do have one complaint. I have one complaint. Everybody said that Seattle and San Fran was going to be a weather game, hence
It
why I
was
took the
not.
under. And it was the furthest thing from a weather
It was
game.
never
There
a
no-
weather game. It was
maybe
before.
maybe a little windy. Maybe it was a little
No,
windy. I don't know.
they showed a video. I think there was like a downpour before the
But
game.
that was like 6 hours
Yeah,
before
and
the
it never-
game.
it
Like,
never
Well,
carried.
why
into
don't
the
they
game.
like say like the rain is going to stop before kickoff?
because they're stupid.
Like
they didn't
why-
know that.
But everyone's just like, oh, weather game. So I said the under, and then it went fucking. They scored 50 points. So
Well, Lou,
bullshit now.
That's why I had the over.
you probably didn't know this, but it was always Super Wild Card Weekend over.
It was.
That's what a wise
A lot of
man once
points.
told me.
Yeah,
Which scares me because, spoiler alert, I might take a few overs this week.
and everyone knows it's always
gonna
the
go under.
divisional round under.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get into it. I think this week, since there's only 4 games, we'll run through them one at a time rather than going through our cards. Maybe we'll do our cards at the end, to give all our picks one more time. But let's start with the first game. We got Jags at the Chiefs. 8.5 is the spread. 52.5 is the over. How do you guys feel about this one?
I think it's going to be a shootout.
Go ahead, Count.
I don't know. I'm just going to say I think it's going to be a shootout. Both
It does have all the
defenses
makings for it.
Both defenses aren't great. Both quarterbacks can sling it. Mahomes more than Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence has been there. It is Saturday, and what happened last week? The
Trevor
stat
Lawrence
came out.
Yeah.
The stat came out that Mahomes has never lost on Saturdays.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence has never lost on Saturdays. So
he lost the national championships, but they were all on
Mondays.
Hmm.
So I think I'm gonna go with the Jags before I know we're giving our cards out later, but I think my light is being shined to the Jags. I don't know what everyone else is thinking, but the overs at 54. I feel that's a lot of points.
I had 52.5.
Oh, I saw 54
I'm
this
on
morning.
FanDuel. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh, okay. I was looking at something else then, but
8.5 and 52.
Still, that's a lot of points. I mean, I know
It
it's gonna
is.
be a shootout, but I don't think the over is probably gonna hit. I mean, it may, but Lou, what do you think?
I watched the first half of the Jaguars-Chargers game. Chargers were the Jags are getting their ass kicked,
Yeah.
and I think now they're going on the road. Arrowhead, probably one of the toughest places to play in the league. I don't see it ending well for the Jags. I like the Chiefs. Probably I'm not saying they fucking kill them, but like maybe by like 10 points, you get that cover. It's really not bad. The 1 seed at home only is like a touchdown favorite pretty much. I don't think it's terrible. I would lay the 8.
See, the problem with that, Lou, is I don't know the exact statistic, but it is like awful. 1 seeds following the bye.
You were saying this before, like the cover.
Yeah, the cover is like it's very low. I want to say it's like sub 30%. The 1 seeds covering in the divisional round. I mean, it was a statistic I heard.
That works in favor for my next pick.
Okay. I wonder what that one's gonna be, but yeah, no, the problem with these games is in every single game I could see it going either way. Like I could 100% see the Jags winning this game, and I could see the Chiefs blowing them out by 32. Like they're all equally likely. So I'll stick with the trend, and I will jag off.
I think I'm going to put it this way. I don't think the Jags are going to turn the ball over again 5 times. But if you lose the turnover differential by more than 1 to the Chiefs, you're probably not winning that game just based off of them being able to capitalize and hold down a lead. So that's more or less why I like the Chiefs.
I don't know if this matters.
I don't think their talent is like a huge gap between both teams. Like
no. I mean,
I
Mahomes.
think the Jags, yeah, like Mahomes obviously, but the Jags match up, I think, pretty well.
Mahomes and Kelsey. I mean, Kelsey obviously
Kelsey's
over
the difference maker.
Evan
But
Ingram.
they have Evan Ingram's elite, dude. Giants legend.
I don't know if it matters, but
Everything's different.
McCole Harmon is out for the Chiefs. I don't know if that matters.
Insert Kadarius Toney.
This is where Kadarius Toney scores the game-winning touchdown with 45 seconds on the clock. Lou slams his drink on the floor and just screams, "God damn it!"
And then Evan Ingram gets the matching touchdown to top him.
Only Kadarius Toney will be hurt after this game, guaranteed. Hamstring. Tyler, what are your thoughts?
It was so weird. It's like everything I said last week. It's like I talked about how I like all these teams, yet I bet on the other team. Like I like the Jags. Like I said, I genuinely hope that they win, or the Chargers. I didn't care because I wanted whoever to win that game to then beat the Chiefs. So it's pretty obvious that I'm going to be riding the Jags plus 8.5. They've already played the Chiefs this year. They didn't play them very well. But yeah, I agree. It's like if the Jags come out and look sloppy for even a quarter, like they're not going to win, and they're not probably going to even play a close game. But I don't think they will. I think Trevor Lawrence got his nerves out, first half nerves, and then he turned up, so I think he's good now. And I'm trying to look at the exact score of the last time they played. 27-17. 10-point game.
Duval.
In Kansas City.
Jags were close. Like I think that was more competitive than 27-17 though. I vaguely remember. I thought Jags were in that one. Like
no, they weren't.
They weren't. All right.
No.
Maybe I'm tripping.
They were down. They were down 20-0.
All right. Then they were not.
But then they went on
thinking of a different game.
7 run. So
that's what the Jags do. They go down big early. They run.
Listen,
it back.
they lose by 10 on the road to Kansas City as 9.5-point underdogs. Now they're on the road again as 8.5-point underdogs.
They're going to lose by 9.
They can either lose by 9 or they could cover. But I'm going to ride the Jags in this one.
Jagging off. All right. Next game. Night game. Big game for one Louis Mangia. New York Giants plus 7.5 going into the Link to play the Eagles. Over under is at 48.5. Lou, I guess why don't you kick us off with what I think we all know is coming here?
Yes. So obviously I'm taking the Giants for 7.5. I'm taking the Giants money line. I'm not crazy. I know football. The Giants are peaking. They're peaking at the right time. They are healthy. They're running into an Eagles team who wasn't playing their best. Week 17, week 18, looking a little bit like shit. Jalen Hurts. They're saying he's healthy, but we're gonna find out real quick Saturday night if that's true. If it's not true, if it is true and he is healthy, I'm not saying this is gonna be easy by any means. But the Giants aren't beating themselves. They're not turning the ball over. They play good defense. I mean, they locked up Justin Jefferson last week. Honestly, unbelievable. I can't believe that they're playing in this game. Shout out to Brian Daboll. Shout out to Joe Shane. I think they're going to win this one. I really do. I just think the run game, Daniel Jones, and the defense in front, this could happen. This could happen.
I'm going to go – so I have the Eagles, and here's why. I have the Eagles because I just cannot picture Daniel Jones, Isaiah Hodges, Little Richie,
Bellinger.
and Daniel Bellinger.
I remember having this same exact conversation last week.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
I'm just saying.
Don't picture any of them. Picture Andrew Thomas and Saquon Barkley.
I just can't picture any of them in an NFC Championship game. Prove me wrong. The only concern I have is the fact that the Eagles are banged up. I do think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be like a 24-21, 27-24, come down to a field goal. I do think the Giants can pull it out, but I am going to go with the Eagles.
You taking Giants points? Or are you taking
No. I'm strict in the playoffs. We're going strictly money lines. It's all or nothing.
Oh, we're laying the minus 360 juice.
Yes.
So you're gonna be like that Chargers guy that bet what was it 1.4 mil to win 11K?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That guy's down bad.
That guy is down really bad.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
Alec, what are your thoughts? Or Tyler, what are your thoughts?
I will let Tyler go because he went last time, so I figure I'll go last.
All right, so I was incredibly impressed with the Giants last week.
Yes, thank you, Tyler.
They actually, I agree with Lou. They look like they're peaking.
That's what the playoffs are all about.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about.
You're hot. Healthy and hot.
And believe it or not, the Giants are healthy, and they are pretty hot right now. They really looked amazing. They really did. And Daniel Jones looked like a fake. He didn't even look like Daniel Jones. It was really odd. It's how did that happen? I don't know.
He looks like an imposter.
I'm taking the Giants plus 7.5, but I have a game of the year, and I think I'm taking the over 48 in this game.
Okay.
Game of the year.
With how the Giants looked last week, they look like they could score on every play, on every drive. And I think the Eagles, whether or not you lock up A.J. Brown, they're going to get theirs, because they had that extra week's rest of players to get healthy. They have A.J. Brown. If you're not going to lock him up, you have Devonta Smith. And then you have Miles Sanders, and then you have Jalen Hurts, and you have a healthy Goddard again. So I think my game of the year here, my lock of the year is going to be over 48, but I'm also on Giants plus 7.5.
I added the over just based off your explanation.
I don't know. Like the Giants look like they could not be stopped last week.
So the one thing, Vikings defense is terrible. It's
It's
terrible.
nowhere
That's
near
what I
the
was gonna
Eagles,
say.
but
The Eagles defense led the NFL in sacks. I think my biggest concern is Evan Neal and whoever's playing guard.
But
I think it's Nick Gates and Glenowski. But if you can keep them, keep them away from Daniel's arm when he's throwing the ball, no strip sacks, none of that bullshit. If you can protect them, I think they have a chance, like I've been saying, to keep it close to win the game. If you can't protect Daniel Jones, like he didn't get sacked last week, I don't think. Like he didn't get touched.
Yeah.
He was just diming. And when he moved, he had to move. But I would think the Eagles spy him and, try and keep him in the pocket and just get to him. That's my main concern.
That was what happened in the first game, too. I think he got sacked a shit ton. The first time they played the Eagles and they got their asses kicked.
Oh, yeah. I think Hassan Reddick had 3 sacks.
Even then, there was 70 points scored. So
right.
Over.
Well, I'm just talking on a Giants.
Eagles hit 48 by themselves last time they played.
Yeah, they had the first time they played. They had seven total sacks.
That was the first time. That was before this. It was the new Giants because when they played in Week 18, was it Davis Webb didn't get sacked once? So
you're not wrong, Alec. You're not wrong.
They're getting hot at the right time.
And Week 18, the whole Eagles team played,
and it was a very close game for Giants playing backups.
Yes.
So. I will also be riding the Giants points. I like the 7.5. It's probably my most confident spread that I'm taking. I kind of lean towards the under, just like strictly on every game was a blowout, or not a blowout, but it was a shootout last week. I could just see this being like a gritty, like back and forth, both teams playing possession type
divisional game.
Yeah, it's a divisional game. Like you want to, it's going to be close. Again, why I like the 7.5. And again, to go back to stats, both 1 seeds have only covered once the last 8 years. They've both only covered twice since 2003. So I'm going to fade both the 1 seeds, guaranteed pretty much to win one of those, obviously. So that's how that works. But yeah, I think it'll be close. Also, got to hammer the Boston Scott anytime touchdown.
Oh, Boston Scott anytime is probably the best bet of the weekend. Bet of the weekend. He, if I've ever seen someone who's a giant killer, it was like it's Boston Scott, and Jason Witten and Deshaun Jackson are top 3. Yeah. Those guys scored every fucking game against the Giants. Deshaun Jackson could have one hamstring. He's scoring against the Giants.
I also like Goddard plays this week because Rock Out with their Hawk Out had 10 for 120 or something last week.
Yeah, dude. The Giants cannot guard a tight end for their life.
Well, think about this. I thought about it. They can't guard a tight end, but if you're gonna give up yards to someone, give T.J. Hawkinson 10 yards on a check down. He's not gonna beat you after the catch most of the time. You give him that, you wrap him up right after the catch. No really harm done. I think that's what they. I mean, he didn't hit on a big play last week. It was just consistently, 10 yards, whatever. But that has to do with the whole game plan. But I think Saquon gets 25, 30 touches this week. He had 15 touches last week. He barely touched the ball.
No, you got to give him the rock.
I think you see a heavy, heavy dose of Saquon.
Yeah, and that could hurt the over now if they run it more. But whatever. Goddard also didn't play in the first matchup. Did he play in this matchup?
No, yeah, he did.
He played in the last one. 6 catches, 46 yards. The first matchup didn't play at all. It'll be interesting game. I agree with Alec. I think it could go anyway.
Yeah.
Are the Giants a little too cocky, dancing and gritty?
Vanilla Vic hitting the gritty. Loose. They are loose. I love that in the team. They've got nothing to lose.
They have no
at this
pressure.
point,
they have no pressure.
Nobody's expecting you to win. At this point, the season's a success. You are 100%. Just you're going out and you're saying "fuck it, we ball." It's the same with the Jags. Jags, the season is already a success. You have surpassed expectations. I think that they are the only 2 teams that can be "fuck it, dude." Let's just go out and have some fun and maybe win a game.
Agreed. I agree with that, Alec.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on to the next game, which is going to be real interesting. It's Bengals and Bills. What could have been with the whole Damar Hamlin situation. Bills laying 5.5 at home, and the over under is 49.5. I know a lot of Bengals and Bengals fans all mad because they didn't get a neutral site for this one because I don't know, they wanted the like treatment that Chiefs Bills would have gotten because
Yeah, why didn't they? That was weird.
I don't know. I don't know, but I honestly like it was weird. That is weird. I don't get it. But hey, fuck it. I don't know. I'll take a fired up Bengals team. Problem is, I have Bills as my Super Bowl pick, so I'm laying the Bills -5.5. Also, I mentioned it before the pod, but a little reverse money line movement here on this game. 70% of money's on Cincy. 72% of bets are on Cincy. The line has jumped from -4.5 to -5.5. So sharps are on the Bills. I like the Bills. Bills Bills and Bengals both like were real shaky last week. So I think the Bills will come out in this one at home. I honestly think DeMar Hamlin's gonna like come out the tunnel or something, get the crowd like amped for that shit. And
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if he's in attendance.
So I think the Bills should win this one. This also an over trend, I think. I'm not going to make it a pick, but I do like the over 49.5 on a little sprinkle, maybe.
I'll go next.
Yeah, you go,
quickly.
Tyler.
I'm also on the Bills -5. The Bills have not lost a playoff game at home, right? Since Josh Allen's been there. They don't lose many home games in general, but they have not lost a playoff game since Josh Allen's been there at home. I was stalking a little Rachel Bush before because,
Why not?
nothing wrong with that.
Why not
and that
us?
Why not?
and that led me to some Jordan Poyer stats. Apparently, he's 13-0 this year when he's played and he's healthy. Jordan Poyer will be playing. Rachel Bush will be there, and they haven't lost at home with Josh Allen. I'm going to ride that. I also saw a video of Eli Apple getting absolutely cooked by whoever scored that touchdown for the Ravens.
Oh, it was yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But
And
yes,
they were just like, you just got to keep going at him with these double moves and let Allen just throw that ball deep. And then like every game it comes down to Allen, it's like what he wants to do. It's like you watch him play and he turns over the strip sacks. I don't really know who to blame on those. I don't like I don't know. I don't look into those a lot on who to blame. The picks though, you see some of his picks. One of them was a deflection, so sucks. The other one though was like he steps up in the pocket, looks at all four of his reads. There's nothing there, but there was no room to run in the pocket. And then he decided to throw a jump ball and then got picked off. And it's just like, why you do? It's just like you question it sometimes. Just like, why? Like, why do you do that? Is it because he knows that his defense is decent and then he knows that he's good enough that he could just come back and make a better throw next time? I don't know, but he's got to limit that for sure. But I am taking the -5 because Bills are angry, man. They hurt their player intentionally.
So the Bengals, they're both fired up. I also
Different
just
reasons.
Googled.
Bengals are fired up for different reasons.
I just
Bills are
Googled-
fired up for the heart. Bengals are
fired up for the spite.
So
Yeah,
are we calling this a
exactly.
heavy hearts game for the
No.
Bills?
I don't think so.
that heavy
Not even
heart
close.
It's a whole heavy
is
hearts
not
run.
allowed.
The
Is
whole
not
run is
allowed to
heavy
be
hearts.
used for the Bills.
Okay. No, I wasn't. I'm not taking the Bills. So
Yeah, because Bengals are your Super Bowl pick.
yeah, Bengals are my
Or
Super Bowl pick,
Chiefs.
so no,
Or the Cowboys or the
yes,
49ers.
no. It's Bengals. It's Bengals 49ers. If it's not
Cowboys,
Cowboys, Chiefs. Thank you.
Obviously.
Thank you.
I did
And
just
this will be
Google
my-
Rachel Bush, and I'm a fan of your work, Jordan Poyer. Sorry, Lou. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to get that
I
in
was
there.
not familiar with your game.
Yeah.
Have you never?
I've never heard of her. Never heard of her, and that is
Oh.
wow. Yeah, that's a notable statistic right there.
She's
right?
she's as you can say stalkable
Yeah.
for stats on Jordan Bush if you know.
Very, very.
I'm gonna go with the Bengals for obvious reasons. They are my Super Bowl pick. I do think Joe Burrow is him, and I don't know what it is. I just feel like the Bills are just so beatable. They almost lost to the Dolphins last week. Is everyone like just not gonna like cover that
Bengals
up?
almost lost to fucking Snoop Huntley.
Yeah, no, they did not, Alec.
Yeah, they did. They won because of
Yeah,
a
they
fucking
did.
fumble recovery. They were. What are you talking about? If he caught that ball in the end zone, they would have fucking won. What are you?
Not even just that. If he just doesn't fumble that, and let's just say he gets in a touchdown, they're winning 24-17.
Well, it
Mhm.
didn't happen, and Sam
Yeah,
Hubbard
but it was
is
just
Himothy
as close.
too.
It was honestly closer than the Bills losing to the fucking Dolphins.
Well, I'm gonna say that the Bills are beatable and the Bengals aren't. So we're gonna go with the Bengals. Double team Stephon Diggs. Let Gabe Davis, Isaiah McKenzie, Cole Beasley, and Dawson Knox beat you, and their run game because their run game is atrocious. So,
Gabe Davis is a playoff nightmare, though. He's
But-
literally only known for the
Yeah.
playoffs.
but also, have you noticed that the Bills secondary is atrocious? And have you noticed that the Bengals have the best receiving core in the league? In the league, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd
Dude,
in the
maybe-
league,
maybe-
Hayden Hurst in the league, Joe
Maybe
Mixon. Come on,
maybe
Come
T
on.
Higgins is scared because he doesn't want to get the game canceled again.
Joe Burrow's gonna come out with his Gucci mink, his Burr chain, his little sunglasses, and he's gonna make it rain.
Yeah, the Cartier glasses won't even Pikachu.
He's gonna go to this. He's gonna go hit the get. That's he's good. But the cigar in the mouth.
You think Livy Dunn will be in attendance? That's an important.
I hope so. And I hope she's okay because she's in a boot right now.
She is. Oh no! What
Yeah, no.
happened?
All right, dude.
The boys are down bad. I don't know. Probably gymnastics is one of the most.
That's true. She
Gymnastics
probably
is
fell
one
off
of
the
those
balance beam.
It's probably one of the most intense and hurtful sports ever. So
Gonna hurt the TikTok game.
Lou, on to you, but guy, I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay. I hate both of these teams. It is noted these are two of my least favorite teams in the league. Mostly because of how Bacano was saying about Joe Burr and his cigar and his chain and his hat. He's a fucking weirdo. All right.
But did you hit the get though?
I was gonna use a different word, but I'm gonna refrain myself. As far as Josh Allen is concerned, Tyler hit the nail on the head. He's reckless. He just throws the ball around. He's getting strip sacked. He's throwing jump balls. It's disgusting. Yes, he's a super talent. He has a fucking cannon for an arm, but the way he plays is just so reckless, and he can because he's just because he's so athletic and whatever. But with all that being said, I'm going to take the Bills -5.5 because the Bengals, I believe, are going to be without two of their starting offensive linemen. Bills, good D line, probably one of the strengths of their team. I think Joe Burrow is going to be running for his life, much like he was in his first season in the league before he tore his ACL. Bills -5.5.
I will also say before we move on to the most important game of the weekend, Uncle Colin made a statement this week, and he said that Josh Allen reminds him of Brett Favre, just absolutely reckless. Just a reckless quarterback who just likes to throw the ball and be flashy. He also likes Joe Burrow this week. Uncle Colin also went perfect last week, so.
Quickly
Allen,
too with Josh Allen is yeah, he's reckless and all, but then he has games of just pure perfection, like he did against the Chiefs in last year in the divisional round. Of just pure perfection. And it's the thing is
he's
that
just saving himself.
the thing is that he can be reckless because he is that good and the team is that good, and they still win, or he could be just perfect and then they win. So it's
if Teddy Bridgewater's playing quarterback, they lose to Miami, and they almost lost to Skylar Thompson because he kept turning the fucking ball over.
He might not have
it was all
done
calculated.
that
It was all
because
calculated.
it was
Exactly. It was
he did
calculated.
low key almost have a
You can't
Jameis
say
Winston
that,
30
Tyler.
for 30 though.
He knew he knew that he would
he
have
has
4
30. He has 30 interceptions and 30 fumbles this year. That is literally
Is it- I thought it was 20.
not each. No, 30 combined fumbles and interceptions.
So we did have a Jameis Winston 30 for 30.
He has a Jameis Winston. I mean, nobody's talking about it. He turns the ball over like Daniel Jones year one, rookie season.
The thing is,
it's
no one
ridiculous.
talks about it
playing Madden.
because they're the 2 seed and not
The
a
Bucks.
non-playoff team.
Yeah, I have
He's just going out there and slinging it down to his boys. Like he's fucking around playing Madden because he can.
He really does.
He'll
just
turn
fuck
it on
around.
when he has to.
Great player, just
But you know what they
Real
say,
reckless.
Luke? If you keep fucking around, you're gonna find out.
You'll
Find
find
out.
out.
You really
The more
will
you
find
fuck
out.
around, the more you
I think
almost found
Eli
out. You
Apple
almost
is
found
going to
out
make
too.
somebody find out though. I don't think
I
you
will-
have this on.
But I have something to say too. If we're all talking about someone that's reckless and having a 30 for 30, why the fuck is everyone roasting Dak Prescott? Dak
He's
Prescott has a
garbage.
fucked up hand.
He had a fucked up
He missed
hand like
five- he
fucking
missed 5
3 months
games.
ago.
He missed 5 games and he led the league in picks. That's why.
But he had a fucked up hand. That's
Then he
asterisk.
shouldn't-
months
he shouldn't have
ago.
played. They should have kept Cooper Russian.
Yeah, they
Asterisk.
No. Yeah, asterisk because he's
Asterisk.
fucking garbage.
Asterisk. It's asterisk.
Asterisk.
That being said, who was it? Fucking Nick Wright. I saw 2 videos of him trying to do tier lists.
No, do not
He's a
listen to
fucking-
him.
no,
he's a moron.
He's awful. He did a team tier list, which was just terrible. I think I sent it to Tyler. It was the worst tier list I've ever seen. And then he did a quarterbacks left in the playoffs tier list, and he had Dak at 6 because he said, "Oh, Dak is like, oh, if I throw Dak out there, are you going to be confident that he will go the first half without throwing 2 interceptions?" But then he had Trevor Lawrence at 3 when Trevor Lawrence threw 4 interceptions in the first half to the fucking Chargers. Like, what are you saying, Nick Wright? What are you saying?
If I had to make a quarterback, if I had to do one, and I might do it real quick, just for the comedy's sake, I'm gonna go Mahomes at 1. I'm gonna go Joe Burrow at 2. I'm going Josh Allen at 3. I'm going Dak Prescott at 4. Trevor Lawrence at 5.
So Jalen Hurts is behind. Jalen Hurts is behind
Whoa.
Trevor Lawrence and Dak.
Whoa. Daniel Jones at 6. Jalen Hurts at 7. And Brock Purdy at 8.
Nick Wright also had Brock Purdy at 7 and Daniel Jones at 8, Lou. I don't know.
So
That's,
Listen, you're putting Daniel Jones up against some of the
Brock
best
Purdy, though.
players
Do you
in the
wanna
league.
That's awful.
I think.
Okay, no.
think
I
he's
don't like
better
that
than-
either.
Yeah, no, I think he's better than Brock Purdy. And all these lists, I saw people ranking the best teams left in the playoffs. One, it's not about who's the best; it's about who's the highest and who's the healthiest. Number two, in those lists, the Giants were consistently 8, the Jags were consistently 7. The Giants went into Duval and beat the Jags. So how, where did everyone just forget that, or
Any holiday, the Jags
you
got
know what-
hot. Jags got hot second half of the year.
But you know what I'm saying? You know what my list is based off of? Playoffs. What he has done in the playoffs. Daniel Jones is ahead of Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy. You know why?
Don't want to rate, but
Jalen Hurts has never won a playoff game.
he played
Once
in
he
one?
never won a playoff game. Never won.
Daniel Jones
He
does have
play
more
in
playoff
one?
wins.
He's won
than-
playoff
Played in one
Yeah,
last year in
he
played
played
in last year.
in Tampa and got his ass beat.
Yeah, he got his ass
Like,
beat. With the
naturally,
same team.
naturally.
With the same damn team.
Not the same team. Not of AJ Brown.
Well, what is that? We'll see on Sunday.
It's an entirely different team.
And then I did put
Oh yeah,
Brock
let's
Purdy,
just take our best offensive player, take him away. It's the same team. Like
Brock
yeah.
Purdy was at 8 for me. I mean, he has a win, but he's going to crumble. He's going to crumble like a little cookie.
Everybody keeps every week. Oh, this is Brock Purdy's wake up call. This is Brock
It
Purdy's
has
wake-up
to.
call.
It's going
Yeah,
to
but
come.
these are like the same people that said, "Oh, Tom Brady's going to turn on. The Bucks are going to figure it out. The fucking Broncos are going to figure it out." No, maybe good people are just good. Maybe bad people are just fucking bad. They're fucking. I don't know. Let's get into it. Last game, Cowboys Niners. We rambled a little bit. Cowboys.
You guys go first. I want to go last.
3.5 point dogs. The line is, or the over under is that a 46? Yeah, it's 46.5. I'll hop in. I hate the spreads both stink. Again, Cowboys could kill them, Niners could kill them, could be a close game. I really have no idea. When I'm gonna go to the overs club. Over 46.5. This is my
Ooh.
least confident play of the week. But yeah, I don't like the spreads. I don't like the over. Like this is just tough. This is a tough pick for me. Because I just don't know what are we gonna like. What am I gonna get out of the Cowboys? Am I gonna get the Cowboys team that fucking kicked the shit out of Minnesota? Or am I gonna get the Cowboys team that just I don't know doesn't even fucking try, that lost to Washington? Like I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know. Like Brock Purdy has been good. Brock Purdy has been very good. The system in the 49ers is very good. I don't know. I want to see something out of him. Haven't seen much.
I'll hop in real quick, Alec. I think Niners -4 is a great play at home. extra rest. I mean, Cowboys played on Monday, and
That
this
is
is what
true.
this is the Sunday game or the
Sunday night
Sunday?
game.
Sunday.
So yeah, Niners are coming off. They played last
They have
Saturday.
2 more days of rest.
Yeah.
Cowboys played
Or
on
1 more
Monday
day.
at home. Long trip for the Cowboys, and I told Chris, Picano, I didn't tell you, Picano's gone, but I think the Cowboys now, I haven't been able to say this in recent years, but they have now had a successful season. You went on the road, you won a playoff game against Tom Brady. If you go on the road and lose to the Niners, well, you lost to the, one of the best teams in football. What are you going to do? Right? So I think now Cowboys have had a successful season. Shout out to them. I just think the Niners are too good. They run the ball. They can throw the ball. They defend the pass. They can stop the run. I mean, they do pretty much everything right. And I agree. I think it's just going to take a Brock Purdy, disaster game for the Cowboys to win. And it could happen. I mean, he's a last pick in the draft, starting in a playoff game. So I don't know. It could happen, but I do like the Niners -4.
One thing.
Go.
Shit, I don't remember what I was gonna say. God damn it! I had it there for a second. It was something for the 49. Oh, with Cowboys having only 5 days or whatever, all of their coordinators are also interviewing for head coaching jobs. Which, I mean, I don't know how long a head coaching interview takes, but it can't be,
Who, the Cowboys?
Yeah, a lot of the Cowboys, like OCs, DCs, etc., are all they're getting head coaching.
The only one that has gotten an interview is Kellen Moore with the Panthers, and he interviewed last week. So I think this week
a few more. I could be wrong.
I know that I know that they're interested in an interview, but I'm almost positive there was something that came out saying that Jerry or somebody said within the organization that they are not interviewing this week. But go on, Tyler.
Yeah.
All I was gonna say, this is such a weird line to me. Not really a weird line. It's more of just Cowboys just played on Monday. They're fresh in everyone's mind. They just embarrassed Tom Brady. They looked amazing. Now you're giving them 4 points, and I feel like that's such a easy bet to take, and be like, oh my God, I just watched the Cowboys the other day. They just destroyed them +4, easy. They're gonna win. Give me the money line, blah blah. And I'm kind of getting sucked into that too, because they looked really good. They really did. But now that I'm thinking in that way, it's maybe I want to take San Fran here. San Fran was always my pick to play in the Super Bowl against the Dolphinos weeks and weeks ago. So maybe I got to stick with them here and ride San Fran -4, which I'm officially going to do. So I'm going to erase my play of the Cowboys and go San Fran -4. And I'm also going to take the over because, ever since Brock Purdy comes in, they score 35 points a game, which is really weird, but they do. But if the Cowboys do cover the 4, I guess I won't be that mad, But
I think I've convinced myself. I'll take the Niners points, but I'm also going to take the over.
So we got 3 Niners and 2 overs.
Yeah, you originally had 3 Cowboys. You originally had 3 Cowboys, 1 Niners, but I don't know. When I think about it that way, they played Monday night. They're fresh in your brain. They blew them out. Dak threw no interceptions. Everyone was clicking on all cylinders except for Brett Maher, of course. So now all you want to think to yourself,
controversy in the team can lead to unrest.
Now you're just Cowboys, this is easy. Cowboys, they're gonna win. Cowboys this, Brock Purdy, and it's just but no, they're it's the same thing every week. Brock Purdy does what he has to do.
He does do that, and
it's they have 3 guys to run the ball. They have 5 guys catch the ball, and it's just they're unstoppable.
Well,
a lot of weapons.
They were losing at halftime to the Seahawks, and then they just kicked the shit
and then
out
they
of
just kicked the crap out of it.
It was awful. That could happen too, where it's competitive for the first half, and then they go into the locker room, make some adjustments, and then it's just over. I guess that's our games.
So I'm gonna go in now. I think that the obvious, as a Cowboys fan, I have to take my team. Lou, before I get into my little spiel, thank you for saying the nicest thing you said about the Cowboys all year. I really appreciate it.
No problem. It's just funny because I'm always called a hater, but like,
no, but you said
in the previous years, if you go to the playoffs as like the 3 seed or the 2 seed, and you get bounced in the first round, even if you had fucking 12 wins and you scored 30 points a game, guess what? Your season was an utter fucking failure. They didn't do that this year. They went on the road. They beat Tom Brady. You had a good season. Finally.
Thank you.
Finally.
Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you. Thank
It's a
you.
shame
Lewis.
it has to end now.
I really appreciate it.
No problem.
I do think that it is all Cowboys all the time. I'm just gonna say this. I think that it's gonna be closer than people think. Everyone that I've been seeing.
What the hell does that even mean? Everyone thinks it's gonna be close.
It's a 4-point spread. If this was a 7.5 point spread like all the other games were, I would have taken the Cowboys. But because it's a 4-point spread,
no, every single like analyst has been saying the Cowboys are gonna get blown out because of what you said, all the weapons that the 49ers have and that great defense. I disagree. I think it's gonna come down to a Brett Maher game-winning field goal. He's gonna tell everyone
redemption
to
tour.
suck it. It's the redemption. Tyler always says redemption, redemption, redemption. This is the redemption for Brett Maher. Brett Maher is gonna win the game 24-21. We're gonna go into Philly,
we're not even gonna hit our over.
Or we're gonna be home versus the New York Football Giants and probably go to the Super Bowl if that's the case.
I think I would rather see Maher go out with the first extra point, and then they put in like the kid they signed to the practice squad this week. So and he just pops off, and he's.
I've been reading the practice reports, and apparently Maher has been like exceptionally well, like staying after practice. The new kid today. Guess what his field goal? What he went?
Probably like 3 for 20. I don't know.
He was 2 for 7 today. New kid. That's horrendous. That's fucking horrendous.
Maher probably would have been 2 for 7 on extra points if
he went 2 for 7.
If they scored 7 touchdowns.
Fucking horrendous. So give me the Cowboys.
1 for 5?
I do think the way that we beat the San Francisco 49ers is by this. And I'm no defensive offensive coordinator. I'm no head coach. I have no NFL background. You make the 49ers go. We make the 49ers go fast on defense. They will get tired. We tire them out. Then we just fucking run. Tony P, Zeke, Dak, mix in a CD. You get a TD, and we win the game. We win the game.
Connor, did you know 2 for 7 is a much better percentage than 1 for 5? Just wanted to throw that one out there.
Well, Alec, not only can I not read, I cannot do math. I've never passed geometry. So
well,
thank you.
Geometry.
It's geography.
Shapes, dude.
Oh shit.
But if my final card for the weekend is Eagles, Jags, Cowboys, Bengals.
All on the money line, right?
All of them, yes.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Alec, what's that? Or I'll do it quick. Let me do the fade Bacano lay.
Oh yeah, Eagles. So it is Chiefs. That sucks because that's minus 500.
I know, but
Giants are plus 300.
Yeah, so it's not going to be too.
You take Bills or Bengals?
He took the Bengals.
So Bills plus 200 and Niners minus 200. It is plus 2,000. Parlay them together.
No,
I'll take that all day.
It's plus 889.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I took the Giants. No, he took the Eagles.
I know. So it's Giants
Chiefs?
money line, Chiefs money line,
Bengals.
Line.
Oh, I clicked Bengals.
He took the Bengals. No, it's Bills.
I thought he took the Bills.
No, he took the Bengals.
Why would I take the Bills, Alec?
Because they're gonna win. Plus 889. All right. I'd say, hey, it's great odds, great value,
Still good value.
ultimate value. Let's see. I guess.
Wait, what is it? What is it if I take all the ones I said?
It's going to be much higher. It's going to be one.
I mean, there's two underdogs.
It is plus 4,800.
It's significantly higher.
Plus 4,871.
Ride me.
Pause. Let's see. My card is Jaguarnos plus 8.5. I didn't take the over in that one. Giants plus 7.5. I did take the over in that at 48.5. The Bills minus 5.5. And the Niners minus 3.5, and the over of the 46.5. And of course, we can't forget about the best bet in sports, the Picanole. It's looking a little bit different because again, these spreads are I don't like them. I like a lot of the favorites, and you don't cross zero. Like that's just the rule when you're taking alt spreads. You don't do it. You don't cross zero. So we are going to the alt overs club for the divisional round. We're Jags Chiefs. We're going over 39.5. Bengals Bills. We're going over 38.5. Cowboys Niners. We're going over 34.5. And I'm taking Giants plus 21.5. Not taking the over. In that one, we'll just take the Giants. I think they can keep it within 3 touchdowns. And that is your typical, I think it's minus 120. So why not? Let's stay hot, Picanole. I think that's 3 in a row, maybe. Mm-hmm. This would be 3 in a row.
Hell yeah, boys!
Hell yeah.
My final card is Giants plus 7.5. Giants money line over 48 in the Giant game. Chiefs minus 8.5. Bills minus 5.5. Niners minus 3.5. Favorites big except for the Eagles.
Yeah, my final Giants 7.5, Jags 8.5, Bills minus 5, San Fran minus 4, and then the over in San Fran and game of the year over in Giants. And I swear to God, if Saquon runs the ball 30 times and there's 30 points, I'm gonna be pissed.
I do got to ask you guys. I've been asking for advice for my fantasy team that I'm drafting right now for my dynasty league. And I just want to know so I'm locked in. I'm gonna get Stroud or I'm gonna get Bryce Young. That's like a thing, but it's 2 QBs. So I don't know who else should I target. Just going forward.
You gotta go with Bryce Young because
it's whoever I get. So I have the 3rd pick in the rookie draft. Number 1's going to be Bijan. Number 2 is going to be Stroud, or it's going to be Young, and then I'm taking whoever's left.
Wait, why is Bijan?
Because Bijan's the number 1 running back.
Yeah.
I would maybe take Jahmyr Gibbs.
No,
call me fucking nuts.
Well, it all depends on where they end up.
But
I need a quarterback.
League with 2 quarterbacks. You need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, you have 2 quarterbacks.
It's a super flex. Yeah. No, that's. I prefaced it with that, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, apologize.
But who would you go for? Carr, Smith, Rodgers, Stafford, Ritter, Brady, Zach Wilson.
Who would you go for?
Out of those names, because obviously you know what fantasy values are.
Repeat them again. Probably Carr.
Carr.
Carr's a name.
Carr's gonna get traded, so you got to think he gets traded and plays.
He's probably gonna cut. I don't think anybody's gonna trade him.
Oh well, trade or cut, or
but to who?
Or jacked off. I don't care. He's not gonna be on the Raiders, so he'll be there.
I don't know if I like that. Like the Raiders have weapons.
Yeah, but he's gonna go to the Jets, and the Jets have weapons too. So
I don't know if I want I would take Bryce Young just to be safe because what the reports is that
I have
choice of that.
I will be taking Bryce Young. It's in addition to Bryce Young. I take Carr, Gino, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Stafford. I could take Purdy. I don't think Purdy's going to be a starter next year.
Take Gino.
Gino? You like Gino?
Yeah.
Gino's going to get an extension. He's the only one that has he's the only one that's safe.
I mean, I'm not picking right now. I'm just in general, what should I go for?
I would go Carr.
I like both those options. I also a flyer because I picked up Olave in the 3rd. I might grab my boy Jameis because if Jameis plays because Dalton's out, so I don't know. They don't have a pick. They can't go draft a quarterback. If they just keep Jameis around, Jameis slings it next year. If he goes 30 for 30, that means he'll have a good fantasy year. Doesn't matter.
They're tanking next year.
They should have been tanking this year. I don't know why they didn't play Jameis. Fucking just go sling the ball. I don't have a first.
Why tank when you don't have picks?
Because they didn't win anyway. They didn't win with what they were doing.
Before we close out, can we give some T's and P's to CJ Stroud? I honestly feel fucking terrible for him. Why? He's either going to 2 terrible situations. A head coach who abuses their quarterback in Josh McDaniels. I don't know if you guys saw that report today. No? Okay, well, I
saw the report that he abuses his quarterbacks, but why is he going to the Raiders?
Because the Raiders want to trade up and get him.
No, they're going to get Brady. They're going to get Gronk.
Well, there's a rumor that might happen, Alec.
Not going to happen. It's not gonna happen.
He might go to the Colts.
Yeah, that would be
And
bad.
Jim Irsay has either a very, very bad coke problem or a very, very bad digestive
He
system.
just has to take a shit. That was so fucking awful. Oh my god.
So-
McDaniel's wife is a fucking tweaker.
So would I rather go? Would I go to the snitch or the guy that has a coke or shitting problem? I feel bad for him. T's and P's.
Dude, she probably made some like fucked up gumbo or something that was awful. Just really fucked up his stomach.
Well, they
And
were in
he just had to take a
Massachusetts.
shit.
They were in Massachusetts,
He
so
made clam chowder.
So,
She used
I mean-
rotten haddock, dude. I don't.
they were in
fucking know.
They were in Massachusetts, and a typical Patriots thing to do is to poison the Colts, aka Deflategate.
Wasn't real. Just
Was
not
real.
real. Was not real.
Was real.
Many
now
scientists have proven
now
it.
we have now we have McDaniel's gate with his wife being a scumbag and trying to poison the owner.
Honestly, it was better for the Colts because McDaniel's a
The
shitty
bad
head coach.
Well, she's a scum. She didn't like him. She gave him the shits.
Ursay is a
and
fucking weirdo, but like,
he's not a weirdo.
no, he is. Have you ever listened to him talk? He's a fucking.
He's
weirdo.
not looking. He's not looking you in the eye when he's talking to you. He's like, "Dish."
He's a fucking weirdo. Dude. Like,
He kind of reminds.
but he had to
kinda-
take a shit. Like,
He kind of reminds me of like a Muppet. Like you ever see like the Muppets, like they're looking in two
Yeah.
different directions. That's how he reminds me.
maybe
Like
it was-
a cowboy Muppet.
Jesus. I don't know. I don't think. I think Stroud's gonna be a Texan. I think
What?
it's just gonna happen. Yeah. What do you
But
mean?
where does Bryce
what?
Young go?
He's gonna get. Somebody's gonna trade for the #1 pick.
Oh, apologies.
Come on, Picanio. Come on now.
Then where is Bryce Young going? He's gonna go to
Anyone
the Muppet,
that the
to the
Raiders
Muppet
will
Cowboy
trade
who has shitting and coke issues. Like where's he
Good,
going?
yeah.
I hope not.
He could go there. I don't know who else has draft capital to trade up. Like
The
There's maybe-
Seahawks.
Seahawks don't need them though. They have what's his dick?
Okay, so you
No.
whoa. So you rather have Geno Smith
He didn't write back.
than Bryce
He
Young?
didn't.
All right.
Gino didn't write
He didn't
back.
write back.
Bryce Young has yet to be seen.
He didn't
if he
write
wrote back.
He was not.
I don't know. What about Gino and the Jets next year? Little revenge tour.
I would honestly love to see the Jets get Bryce Young. They won't
How would
happen.
How would they get Bryce Young?
They have draft capital.
They have their pick, which is mid round. You're gonna
Yeah,
trade.
but I'm pretty sure.
You're gonna trade like 2 1s, 2 2s, and fucking a 2027 one.
No, I don't want the Jets
Bryce
to draft
Young?
Bryce Young because the Jets can't draft a goddamn quarterback. So just
You
go
want-
get someone.
You
Just
want
go
Thomas?
get him.
You want Thomas Edward Brady?
No, I don't because
He's
I'm
not
not.
going to the Jets.
What do you mean? His kids live in New York right now.
Doesn't
Going to city-
matter.
they're going to
He
city
doesn't
school.
fuck with his kids. He doesn't fuck with his family. He'll just make out with his son in fucking Vegas. He'll
Are you
fly
calling
out
him?
there.
Are you calling him not a? Are you calling him not a family guy?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm calling him. He divorced his wife to play on a shitty fucking football team to get bounced in the first round by the god-awful, sad-ass Cowboys. Yes, he's not a family man. Fucking Christ. Just fucking retire, go make $350 million broadcasting with CBS or Fox, and just fuck Giselle for the rest of your life. That's all you have to do. But no, I want to go run it back with the fucking Bucks. He should have retired after he won that last fucking Super Bowl. He's a
You seem-
moron. He's a fucking idiot. That's how you do it. That's how you go out on top. Fucking idiot.
You seem like, you seem like Alex.
It
You seem
sounds
like
like
a
some
sad
hostility. Yeah, this
Yeah,
seems like some
you seem
hostility.
you
towards
seem like a
Pats.
I
sad
just
Pats
feel
fan.
I feel bad for him. Like he could have gone out on top with the Patriots, could have gone out on top with the Bucks for all I care. But no, he wants to keep playing on these fucking shitty Bucks teams with Byron Leftwich, who can't tell his ass from his fucking his kids, fucking retards. Don't have Bruce Arians in there anymore. Now he's gonna go play with McDaniels.
Well, no.
in
Bruce Arians
Vegas.
is on the sideline every weekend.
Yeah, but he's not the coach. He's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't count. Now he's gonna go play in Vegas with McDaniels, and everybody knows how shitty of a coach McDaniels is. I know Brady can take it if McDaniels gonna air him out, but I don't think he can design a fucking play call. I don't know. I should have gone out on top. The Raiders are never gonna win a Super Bowl. They're cursed. Should have got that fucking idiot, Brady. Fucking idiot. Rail Giselle for the rest of your life. That's all you had to do. That's all AB does now. Shit.
True.
Well, What a great episode we had today.
That was a great episode. Well, also, I meant to say this at the beginning of the episode, but like, we're running out of football to talk about here. So, what do y'all want to see on the pod after football season ends?
We might go on a little vacation to think.
We could, but
I might pull.
You know,
I might pull an Aaron Rodgers and go to like Hawaii, take some ayahuasca. I'm about what I want to talk about for the next pod.
I'm pulling a Cliff
vacation.
Kingsbury, getting a fucking one-way ticket to Thailand.
It's to Thailand.
Both great ideas.
No,
Both
I
great.
mean, anybody who's listening to this, you probably know us, so you shoot us a text if you got an idea. Like, oh yeah, you guys could just like again talk about fucking Brady being a retard. You don't have to talk about betting. Or we could talk about, other sports, some shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, shoot us a text or go to YouTube. I think it's youtube.com/laying the points. And get in there and leave a comment. Because, I enjoy doing the pod. I enjoy talking to you gentlemen about sports and such.
I love arguing with
sucks.
Tyler. I like arguing with Tyler. It's one of my favorite.
I like
things.
getting emotional about, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. I don't have an opportunity to do this during most of my days, but
I will say I was so happy the Dolphins lost just no offense to you, Tyler. I was just so happy they lost.
I mean
that doesn't make sense because the pick was already
it was dead. It was nullified.
Yeah,
we already nullified.
It was already agreed upon by everyone. So that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But
what are you doing?
Now I'm really rooting for the Niners because of your dyslexic ass and the way you spelled explanatory on the Google Doc.
Wait, what?
I gotta see that.
Oh, that's also true. Fuck, you might see next time you guys see me and Pecano, we could be Dana Beers' intern, or I could be on Brianna Chicken Fries reality show.
I don't know.
I'm gonna.
Did I spell it wrong?
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Self-explanatory.
Explanatory.
Yeah, it's explanatory.
Oh wait, there's the auto.
Like explain. Yeah.
There you go.
There was no red squiggly underneath. I didn't know it was
no, there was. There was very
time.
blatantly a red squiggly.
40 minutes. Waiting to bring it up at the right moment. And that's because you.
It's also under Dolphinos.
Openly rooted against a nullified bet, which makes no sense. So you just
that's just a hater. That's a hater move.
Yeah.
Get fucked, Pecano. Get fucked.
Yeah, it's a
hey,
bad
shut
look.
up, Lewis.
That's a bad look.
Whoa. What are you guys gonna do if it's Cowboys Giants? Ooh, that'll be an electric.
I'm gonna root for the Giants so hard.
It's gonna be an electric podcast.
Damn right, Tyler.
God damn.
All I know is I need to log off. That's what I need to do.
I need to go take a poop. So thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go take a gym or say shit. We'll see you guys next week.
I've been trying to take